Hey everybody, Rich from Billetspin here. Welcome to Building a Custom Pen Episode 1. There's going to be a lot of episodes involved in this entire process, but I wanted to bring you guys along so you could see what it's like to actually design all the way through all of the manufacturing, all the prototyping processes, all the highs and the lows, the hills and the valleys. There's a lot of emotions that go into this. There's a lot of work, a lot of time, and I think this will give you a really good appreciation for when you own one of these pens. Hopefully you own one eventually, just the kind of work that went into this. I've been thinking about this pen for a long time. I wanted to do something that checked some different boxes than our cam pen and our Sol pen, and I really think there's a need here that the market hasn't quite hit. So I'm very excited for this pen. I'm very excited to bring the whole process and show you guys this. I design differently than probably any other maker in the fact that I don't use CAD CAM. I do everything in my head. So I have a rough idea of how this pen is going to actuate, the mechanism, and just kind of roughly how it's going to look. And then what I do is I take that and I go out on the machine and I just start making the pieces, and I start changing and tweaking and eventually get everything to work. Hopefully, this thing could be a complete and utter failure, and if it is, you'll get to watch that too. So let's get right into what I think the market needs and what I'm trying to accomplish in this particular pen. Okay, so let's get into all the different things we want to accomplish with this new pen mechanism. Number one, I want the actuation to be neutral, meaning it's not biased towards right hand or left hand, similar to the Sol pen. The cam pen is great, but you can see it has an actuator on one side of the pen. So we put it over here for right-handed people, we put it on this side for left-handed people, which works, but I want this pen to be neutral, meaning it's the same for both right and left hand. That's the first thing. The second thing is I want it to be able to accept the energel refill. Now, as you can see, the energel refill is substantially larger than a Parker style. That means we're going to have to shorten this mechanism up quite substantially in order to put a full-length, non-trimmed energel refill into this and keep it the same length as a cam pen. That's going to be tough, but I've got a really good plan for this. Obviously, we want this to be heirloom quality, stand the test of time, pass down through generations. I want to get rid of any rattle that you would have with some other pens, and I want there to be next to no tip wiggle, which will be easy to accomplish with the energel. The Parker style, we're going to go the same route as we did with the cam pen, where we ship it with the Schneider Galleon, and we'll bore the nose cap out to the tip of the Galleon. It's a fantastic refill. That'll tighten up the tolerances and get rid of that. So it's a big ask. How are we going to accomplish it? Let's talk about the actual mechanism itself. Okay, so let's talk about how this mechanism is going to work in theory. So I wanted to do something that was unique, and I don't think there's another pen that actuates quite like this. I wanted to really keep this simple, so I want to use the pocket clip as the actual actuator. What you're going to do is push forward with the pocket clip this way, and that'll extend out the refill. And then you're going to push down on the pocket clip. You're actually going to push it into the pen in order to release it. There's a spring on the front of the refill that will make the pocket clip drop back, and that'll retract the refill. So it should be extremely clean, simple, minimalistic looking. Should have a really good fidget factor. Should have some nice clicks with the mechanism. Should sound really cool. So high fidget factor, simple, elegant. That's what we're going for. Okay, so let's start the prototyping process. I think the first thing that I want to do is make the pocket clip. I don't need the whole clip though. I just need the part where it bolts onto the mechanism. So I think we're just going to make the very end of the clip here, and that way for prototyping I can use that to actuate. So we'll start there. Let's get out onto the machine and let's get that made. Okay, so there's the first piece. We made this out of brass. It's a very easy material to work with. And again, we're just rough prototyping because we have to prove out the mechanism. That's going to be the hardest part of this, is getting an actual functioning mechanism. So this piece is basically this piece that you see of the clip. There's no point in making the whole clip at this point. We just need this in order to rough prototype a mechanism and check it. This will be the screw that we use for the cam pens. We can use it as well. In here, you can see it goes in there, sticks out a little bit in the bottom, and that'll screw onto the mechanism. So that's it for episode 1. I hope you enjoyed it. We got a lot more episodes to come. Join us as we prototype this brand new pen. Thanks for watching. See you next time.